Most people are born into a program, handed a book, a name, and a set of rules. But what if the truth lies not in the program, but in the infrastructure of reality itself? We are taught to worship a one-dimensional concept of God that sits outside of creation, but logic and science tell a dramatically different story. If God is the architect of this universe, then his fingerprints must be in the engineering. When you look at the motherboard of reality, you don't find a one. Instead of a singular 1 foot, science, logic, and reality reveal the constant presence of the signature 4, the fundamental blueprint of existence. At the very bottom of the stack, there is a foundation that cannot be broken down further. We call this the Trinity and the Hypostatic Union. This isn't a religious mystery. It's a structural requirement for how a 10-dimensional God expresses himself into our 4D reality. To have life in creation, you must have the governance equation in action, the law, the flow, and the chaos, all brought into perfect coherence through the hypostatic union. Next, look at the pillar of the universe. Everything you see, from the stars to the chair you are sitting on, exists because of 4, and only 4, fundamental forces. These forces are gravity, electromagnetism, the strong nuclear force, and the weak nuclear force. This is the solid infrastructure of the universe. The universe is a stable 4-legged table. A one-dimensional God cannot support this structure because it has no internal pillars, which leads us to the next pillar. The pillar of governance is mirrored in our home. The inner solar system is a physical reflection of the divine blueprint. The sun is the law, Mercury is the flow, Venus is the chaos, and the Earth-Moon system is coherence, the hypostatic union that allows life to thrive. If Earth lacked the stabilizing chaos of Venus or the coherence of our moon, we would be a dead rock. The solar system operates as a synchronized machine built precisely on the signature 4. Now, open your own chest. Look at your own code. The pillar of life proves this blueprint is written in your very biology. Your life's code is written in 4 nitrogenous bases: adenine, cytosine, guanine, and thymine. Not 3, not 5, 4. Your heart, the very pump of your existence, is divided into 4 chambers. This is the image of God, written directly into your biology. You are a 4D expression of a 10-dimensional God. You cannot exist outside of this 4-fold system. Now let's look at the logical flaw of the one. People argue for a strictly one-dimensional, non-relational singularity. Here is the logic hit. A 1 is a dead end. In geometry, a point has no dimension. It cannot iterate or create a fractal. A God without the internal relationship of the Trinity is fundamentally incompatible with creation. If God were a singular 1, there would be no DNA, no fundamental forces, and no 4-chambered heart. It is hard to see the truth when you've been indoctrinated since birth. I urge you to question your faith, look at the science, and use your logic to find the 4D blueprint. When you realize the Trinity and hypostatic union are the first layer of bricks, everything makes sense. God is the mathematics of the universe. He is the geometry of the heart. The evidence is in your blood, in the stars, and in the blueprint itself. Stop living in the forced perspective, use your logic, and break the program.